the flow of anything. I don't know how to put it, but it's a reason why they market products to us. Why they look to us to influence the culture. They look to us so for the new slang, for the new fashion, for the new ideas. You know what I mean? From the inception of the country. You know what I mean? Black people have been contributing on a high level from the beginning. You know what I mean? And the technological advancements, the hard work, we've been in every single war the country's ever had. We've been a part of every single really major thing. On top of the contributions, this was. Ain't no song over here. I'm doing nope. Unless that's my soundboard. I didn't play no songs, babe. You mean this? Yes. Barbecue. Sir, don't touch my soundboard. Don't touch the soundboard. Ever.
And you want us to like guess the song that we never heard of?
It's 10:51. Go to bed. That's the song. Goodness, you'll never get tired. You'll never tired ever. Dude never takes a nap. This dude all the time. Like he never takes a nap. Like I nap when I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? Like the hardest working 9-year-old. You know, we gotta put that energy to use.
Oh, it got the second song. Oh no, it can't. Oh, he's stretching.
I don't know if it's OCD. Levi does this thing where like he wants like to jump from like this door to the next door, but it's like an angle. It's hard to explain, but he's like, yeah, he's trying to avoid stepping. He wants to avoid stepping on the kitchen floor and step from here to the hallway floor. So he wants like to jump over the kitchen floor, and that's what's going on. So we saw him like stretching to get ready to jump.
Yeah.
Then he came back. Anywho, so we're gonna go ahead and get into Lil Durk, Paul. So Lil Durk, man, this is stupid, man. But what I thought was interesting was other black people, and I'm saying this is why it's really important that we cannot be all one group. There has to just be clear lines, and more black people, we are proving why there needs to be divisions in class, and you just can't mix certain classes together. If you're from a certain like level of a certain class, it doesn't help to try to reach all the way down to the bottom to pull them up. So I want to go ahead and share something real quick. In regards to this story right here. So I'm gonna read this to you. The time is now. The village of Broadview's mayor withdraws Lil Durk's key to the city and ends partnership with the foundation. The news of Lil Durk's arrest has shaken the internet and has elected officials making immediate changes. In a Facebook post, the village of Broadview's mayor, Katrina Thompson, has withdrawn the rapper's key to the city. How do you withdraw your key to the city? In addition, Thompson announced that she will no longer be partnering with Durk's Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. Yeah, first of all, that's not Duke does not have a real foundation. That makes no sense. Anyway, if you recall, Chicago native received the key to the city of the village of Broadview in the village of Bellwood last weekend. Thompson wrote, given the news that Lil Durk Banks has been arrested in Florida and charged with murder for hire, the village of Broadview is withdrawing our honorary key to the city granted to Durk and is terminating our partnership with agreement with his youth organization. Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. What else we got? And she says basically, while the American system of justice grants everyone the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law, the village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents, has an even higher moral and ethical standards of behavior. And our public partners must also reflect the same uncompromising standards demanded by our residents. Given the news that Lil Durk Banks has been arrested in Florida and charged with murder for hire. The village of Broadview is da 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 da. She basically saying, "Yo, listen, I don't know what he did, but yo, he did that shit."
Shit. His name being Dirk is like still killing me.
Yeah, yeah,
Dirk.
yeah, but hold on now. Yeah, you're talking about, you talking this, you talking that, miss, but
That's cap. I accuse you of capping.
somebody gave you a few dollars. There had to be something in the game. Why do you give Lil Durk a key to the city? Don't get me wrong. I don't know much about Durk. All I know is that like he's one of those demonic Negroes. He represents like the whole like demonic Negro archetype, and I was listening to my man Accountable Commentary. I ain't gonna lie, it's a very extreme channel, but at the same time, I look at it like performance art, and I look at it like that. But he made a really good point. He was talking about this, and we're gonna get into this whole thing about why do you niggas keep trying to uplift the most trash human beings or trash human beings archetype? I'm sorry, trash human being archetypes. Now, I don't know much about Durk. I'm not sure. Maybe it's all an act. Maybe he never was outside like that. I don't know. But Durk represents probably the most dangerous group of like gangster rappers that ever exist, because y'all have no honor. It's all about killing. It's not constructive whatsoever. In terms of what you represent, it's not about no productivity. It's just wild. It's just that whole, ever since Chief Keef came on the scene and kind of made it popular. Don't get me wrong, like I have more respect for Chief Keef now, but he's a part of what kind of like really started to really put, I don't say put a nail in the coffin for hip hop, but just allowed a whole different kind of rapper to exist and made it more possible for more rappers who can't rap to exist, and more rappers who are not at all about even making great songs to exist, because drill rap is the most repetitive sounding genre ever. Like where like oh, this is drill. This is a drill beat. You know what I mean? Not only that, these same people. One of the reasons why like their music they all sound the same is because they're not actually artists, and you didn't go through any of the things that make someone an artist. Like you never freestyle, you never been in ciphers, you never did, you haven't even done much music. You're kind of just doing what you heard old boy doing. That's how you hear that. All that like melodic rapping, that overly melodic rapping, that comes from these niggas right here. You know what I mean? And y'all all do it, so it makes y'all all sound the same, and somehow it's not a problem for y'all. It's mostly because you're not really MCs. But it's gotten to a point where the hip hop is just full of people who don't actually you're not really an artist. You know what I mean? You're kind of just a nigga, you know what I mean? But anywho, let's go ahead and share this stupid footage. Y'all giving Lil Durk a key to the city.
So I'm gonna let my daughter read it. Come on up, girl.
Lil Durk receives not key, multiple keys to the city in Cook County, Illinois.
She's a nurse, and she's been doing a bunch of stuff in the community. So I'm gonna pass the torch.
On behalf of the Village of Bellwood, we are honored to present this key to the city to Durk Banks, Neighborhood Heroes. This key is a token of our appreciation for your collaboration and partnership. Thank you.
They're giving him a second key to the city.
We want to thank both villages for your support and for your partnership. With all the amazing work that Durk Banks has done over these years, he realizes that none of this can be done without each and every one of your support. So we want to take this time right now on behalf of Durk Banks to recognize both of you mayors with our Kaleidoscope partnership through Neighborhood Heroes. On behalf.
Yep, so here it is. So this is his post. He writes a caption saying, I'm just that kid from the trenches. Thank y'all deeply. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't do no research, so I don't know what other work that he does. Maybe it is a legit foundation. I don't really know.
He was trying to change his life around.
That's all you want to say.
Oh, I mean that. I mean, I heard about it, and it was mentioned in the video I sent you, but
What you say?
yeah, no, you know, it's starting to become like super religious and stuff. I wasn't really hearing a lot from him after a while, so I kind of lost track of what he was actually doing. I never heard of this foundation though. I just heard about the Muslim thing.
I don't know, man. It making Islam look bad, bro. Like it's like all like the worst niggas be trying to be convert to Islam or they be practicing Islam. I'm like, bro, I feel like there's no point in you even telling me that if you're gonna be doing this. All right, let me tell you something. That's not normal. That's it's not a normal charge to have. You are part of like a plot to unalive someone. You paid to get someone unalive, and now you're in the news for it. So let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, if because you used to live a certain lifestyle that you can't turn your life around. My issue is that it's not the first and only time this guy's been in jail or in trouble or been wrapped up with the wrong kind of people. This is why when you go to apply for a job a lot of times or you apply for anything, they want you to have maintained a certain status for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Because like, all right, so for example, right, let's say he's in his first voice, he's too young to begin to iron like that. This is more for your 30s and 40s, meaning that I said because by that time you have put enough work in to show that I'm living a different lifestyle now and I'm not involved in nothing like that right now. You know what I'm saying? I used to be doing that, but now I'm doing this. You know what I mean? And like for example, let's say if Shaq used to be in the street. The only reason I say Shaq is because like Shaq is like has so many different things that he has his hands in and whatnot, and he'll sell anything. You know what I mean? But like that's but to the point where he's done so much that you be forgetting that Shaq had an illustrious basketball career. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like a long, illustrious, like, like star-studded basketball career for what it was. You know what I mean? And he still not only did he have a basketball career, he still got money now. But I mean, I mentioned that because again, like he's done so much. So it's like we don't really know. I mean, I don't know Dirk for doing anything else. You know what I mean? And this is another thing too with again, the clothes y'all wear, black men, really matter. All right. The way you feel, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, it's different when you dress in a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? The way you speak, everything. You have just a different pride about yourselves. When you change your presentation up, and I know right now, you know what I mean, I'm laid back and whatnot, but I'm like, man, listen, one of my aspirations is to be the kind of black man that wear a blazer all the time and make you feel underdressed. You know what I mean? But we know outside of him wearing his what he had on the video and whatnot, we know how he giving it up. We know how the people around. No one around him is ever wearing a suit. No one around him is ever dressed to the nines. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I'm going to say is that I keep speaking to the whole experience thing and the whole basically reputation. Like you gotta allow someone more time to build their reputation up. But this is the common thing with black people where we even the whole phrase "coming home." So and so just came home or coming home. That's in reference to someone who was in jail and now they out of jail. You know what I mean? Rather than saying, yeah, so and so is finna be out of jail and his life gonna be all messed up because he's been in jail for 5-10 years. We will call it coming home. They have parties for people coming home from jail. And we're starting to realize that, even like with dating, all black dudes know the Pookie and Ray shot the accountable commentary. Ray Rizzle from the Blizzle. That's listen, especially when you went to high school. The dude that's the closest to going to jail is the dude who get all the attention in high school. All right. But what's crazy is, and I heard accountable AC talk about this. I'm not like you saying accountable commentary. And he was saying, these dudes be having a short shelf life. Meaning that when whatever they doing, they not going to last long. This dude got the opportunity. If you a rapper, especially a successful rapper, you have the opportunity to probably make at least $50 million throughout your career, which is all the money in the world. But let's just say you're able to keep some of that. But you are, especially now, if you can keep, especially if you're young, right? And you take making a product for your audience seriously, even if you older. Because yo, as long as you can find the audience, because like yo, followership, like we saw earlier with Mermaid Girl right here. Yo, listen, I don't know who's looking at her content, but I have to say, she is way more popping than us, period. Okay. And she got real engagement on her joint. And I'm not done cooking her. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know soon. I will continue to cook nah, she can't be Ariel, man. We gotta call her something that sound like more like Jan. She's a Jan, you know what I'm saying? So it's one like those like suburban like big girl names, you know what I'm saying? Like Jan, you know what I'm saying? Like Sue. She said her name should be Sue.
You know, it's funny you like brought up like a big guy ready to start this video off. Because apparently it was a big back black man that took this guy down. I don't know how, but apparently he was wearing this wire for like years. Like,
oh what?
Yeah, well, I saw it. He recorded the conversation about the hit and everything, and I'm just like, wow. I don't understand how this big dude even pulled this off, man. Like,
oh, so he was snitching?
Yeah, he wore a wire and he snitched and everything.
Oh gosh. All right, well, that's really random. That well, okay, well,
yeah,
that boy.
I don't know. Like some people
well,
leave that part out of the story. By far, I guess a big part of it. No pun intended.
Listen, all I know is that when that nigga Durk go to jail, the first thing he gonna hear is some dude wearing a kufi gonna grab his arm and be like,
I want your body. If you love me, let me get your body.
yeah, I'm gonna be playing that for the rest of the year, probably for years to come. You sound crazy, you big dummy. Like not big, you short dummy. Anyway,
Performed to save his life, like R. Kelly.
Performed to save his life. What you mean, Lil Durk?
Yeah,
that makes sense. But anyway, you know what's funny? So people been getting more into this conversation about who we uphold and who we make famous and who. Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, I think everyone can turn their life around. I think everyone could change. But the thing about people changing is before you give someone that credit, let them do the work. Let people do their work. Let people have time doing something. I don't understand how you get this man the keys to the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? I'm starting to think, listen, if you get a little dirt keys to the city, I'm starting to think they don't mean nothing. You understand? But you know what's crazy is, and again, I don't necessarily shame my family for this, nothing like that. But a lot of black men who graduate college, they don't get no gift and no party for graduating college. No nothing. You know what I'm saying? You mostly get a, oh yeah, okay. All right then, okay, all right, cool.
Cool beans.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, basically, perfect. You get a cool beans. All right. And I'm like, man, so I thought about this and also thought about with the whole thing with Big Meech. We're gonna get into that in a second. So people's argument with Big Meech was that, not even an argument, but I've heard, basically they were selling dope, but they also invested that dope money in businesses and whatnot, which I get it. You know what I'm saying? The streets is always watching, and the streets is always involved. You know what I mean? But it was perplexing, this whole reception about Big Meech coming home from jail and how publicized it was. So I think on one level, younger people just know Big Meech from the BMF show, or they're familiar with it in that way. You wasn't a young person when Meech started becoming more popular in hip hop towards the time he went to jail. I didn't know. I think I knew who he was back in 04, 05 because Blue Da Vinci was the artist. So Big Meech is a part of one of the biggest, I guess, operations. I mean, to exist that was headed by black people, and it was called BMF, and I guess it was like a national crime syndicate, from what I understand. And so he just came home, and again, they listen, you home, right? But yo, the reception and the attention that this guy's getting is truly despicable. You know what I mean? Because we got to think about like he wasn't locked up in jail because he didn't do it,
Yeah.
or it was a case of mistaken identity or anything like that. Nah, nigga, he did what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And I saw something with Blue Da Vinci. Now, Blue Da Vinci, I knew Blue Da Vinci from Smack, the Smack DVDs. So he was featured on there. That's how I got to know him. He had a track with Jadakiss back in the day. I can tell by the look in your eyes, baby. So he was rapping over that sample. You know what I mean? And I remember thinking like, and Blue Da Vinci was heavy on the visuals in terms of because he had the jewels and all that, so he looked rich, and his raps was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I came to know who he was. But he was one of the first artists that Big Meech was actually gonna put out. So Big Meech was a lover of hip hop, and he was the guy that liked to be around the rappers and befriend the rappers and whatnot, and kind of be a part of the hip hop scene without actually being an artist. You know what I mean? So I guess before he got locked up, he wanted to kind of go a little more legit with that. You understand? And he also was affiliated with Jeezy back in the day. You know what I mean? That was nothing that happened. I think BMF had took Jeezy under their umbrella, and they legitimized Jeezy because you always hear that Jeezy ain't really like that. I'd be scratching my couch. Scratching my couch? I would wage war on them cats, bro. Fam, yo, come on, bro. Yo, cat. You need to watch it. Yeah, you gonna walk out this drum with 6 lives playing with me. Goodness. Anyway, I thought Beloved right here made a really profound point, man, about the situation.
Big Meech and stand in the club, smoking some weed with the hoes. Who said he gonna be more of a normal person? Oh yeah, y'all know Meech like I know Meech, bro. Ain't nothing normal about that. That is not gonna get out and be normal. That is gonna guarantee that has been waiting since at least I know for sure since '08, since he first been trying to get out and do his shit and be Big Meech and stand in the club and smoking some weed and with the hoes. Who said he gonna be more of a normal person? Oh yeah, y'all know Meech like I know Meech, bro. Ain't nothing normal about that. That is not gonna get out and be normal. That is gonna guarantee that has been waiting since at least I know for sure since '08, since he first been trying to get out.
So let me go and translate that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why it's profound. What he's trying to help you understand is that, excuse me, when people reach a certain level of success, even if it's not a huge level of success, when people are successful with something, it's very hard for them to do something different. My father said to me a long time ago that older people get set in their ways. You know what I mean? People sometimes, depending on how much they like you, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt and give you credit. You know what I'm saying? I also saw another video with what's that? What's my man name? Rollo? Come on, Sash.
Wait, on the Rondo? Or?
You was sitting here with me watching the entire thing. You was made party to the entire thing, Sash. You know what?
They never had my back. He told me how much he wants to protect you. They never had my back.
Never had my back, bro. Hold on a second, man. Big Meech. Streets is dead. All right, here we go. That's what I wanted to
Made it look good. We put that in face. We made them folk come get up. It ain't fun having all that money. You can't put it in. Now y'all gonna tell me that serious put that church suits on this man. Oh that.
All right, so this is Rollo, and Rollo was saying, yo, The streets is dead, OG. Get this legal money and stay out these F ninjas' way. Don't even worry about what a F ninja said. Goodness gracious, so he wrote this. Most of these so-called street ninjas ain't never made them. Why do you guys say made odd million out the dope game, but always talking street ish?